Yo yo yo, what's good? And welcome back. Today we are cleaning up Limgrave in preparation for Stormvale Keep. So get your janitor overalls on and let us begin. There are a couple more things we need as astrologers before we can wash our hands of the starting ground and begin the stomp at the mid-game with our max intelligence build. First things first, an astrologer needs to be able to cast multiple spells. So we will need more than just 2 spell slots that we started with. Spell slot quantity is increased by acquiring memory stones. It just so happens that there are 3 easily obtainable memory stones near sites of grace that we touched in the last episode. The easiest being the one for purchase at the Round Table Hold for 3,000 ruins. The second being in Caelid, at Lenne's Rise. Instead of going right after Farm Greatbridge, go left. There is a Spirit Spring, which can be used to enter the tower and recover the memory stone. The third one is in Limgrave, close to the Castlemorne rampart site of grace, at Oridis' Rise. In order to enter the mage tower and claim the third memory slot, we must first break the seal by killing 3 turtles. I really appreciate how From Software hid so many of these memory stones in magical towers. It really makes you feel like you're a mage in search of lost knowledge and power. There is just something about sorcerers and magical towers, wouldn't you agree? After obtaining the memory slots, we will need to find our homie Sullen. She is hidden in the ruins behind a pumpkin head, bro, that we can smash with our newly found powers. She is the first sorcery teacher that we'll find and can give her the spellbook we found in the previous episode. This will allow her to teach us the Carrion Slicer and Glintblade Phalanx. They are pretty strong spells, but are outclassed by Rocksling in my humble opinion. Regardless, we can use them to fill our newly found spell slots. Moving on, we only have the optional non-astrologer quests and objectives left to progress in Limgrave. I recommend doing them for more completionist playthrough. Fort Height is one such objective. Go here for the Kenneth Height questline, and to claim the other half of the Dectus Medallion. The Dectus Medallion halves will come in handy later. Next, we have the Flying Dragon Agheel, who is unsurprisingly located at Agheel Lake. But the dragon doesn't expect us to lay him out with a bonk to the dome, which opens Sir Agheel up for the power poke to the peepers. Proceeding down the river from Agheel Lake, we will get invaded by Bloodyfinger Norregis, but our homie Yura will show up to offer us moral support. Way to go, buddy. Talking to Yura, we can learn a bit more about him and his quest. Moving on, we can explore Murkwater Cave to find Patches. Patches is an unscrupulous rascal who will beg for our forgiveness upon feeling the wrath of our rod. After Patches bends the knee, he will offer to sell us some of his dubious loot, like some shackles for our man Margit at Stormvale Keep. Of course, we will drop the 5,000 ruins necessary to purchase those shackles so that we can forget to use them later. We will also progress Bok's questline from last episode. At this point, we should head to the coastal cave and deal with Bok's bullies. After reminding Bok's bullies about playing nice with others, Bok will offer to become our tailor and alter our drip for free. We can also further explore the coastal cave to find an altar of Dragon Communion to spend our dragon hearts from the last episode. Finally, the last task of our janitorial list is Castlemorne, which is part of the Lord of Frenzied Flame questline. We can start by heading to the Castlemorne ramparts, site of grace, and run down toward Castlemorne. Make sure to dodge the giant's arrows, and once near the giant, try to be as underfoot as possible. This makes it hard for the giant to shoot us with his great bow. Attack the giant's ankles with Rocksling, and when it collapses, deliver the coup de grace. This is a standard approach for most giant enemies, by the way. Inside the fort, look for Irina's father to deliver the letter that she gave us. And make sure to go through all of the conversation prompts to the end. After this, we can look to clear our way to the fort's boss encounter, where we'll dominate the boss with our rock sling and collect our pay. Alright, well, that's that for this episode. We should be ready to make our way to Stormvale Keep, and we will dive into that next time we meet. Peace.